Yeah, I know it feels a lot better than if it hadn't gone in. So it's I'm not sure how the ball got out there yet after the miss, whether we tipped it or they tipped it. But I thought it was really big of DJ stepping in at that big moment there. Didn't hesitate and knocked it down. And we've had a lot of these that we came up on the wrong side of it so far this year. So to get maybe over that hump, where you've lost some tough ones, just psychologically, I think is a big deal too for us right now. Just to come away with a close win, like that in that fashion, hopefully it's something that propels us moving forward.
Is it important to come out with this win too, especially you come off that loss to Missouri State at home last week, you come close to a loss again this week that would have been another team sweeping you in the regular season. So is it important to kind of get that to prevent another team doing that to you in the NAP?
Yeah, it was a huge game from a tiebreaker standpoint, a standing standpoint, and just where we're at in the race right now. It would have made things really difficult if we were to drop it today to try to stay up with the leaders. But last week was a 14-point lead at half. This week was an 18-point lead in half. And like I told the guys, we have a couple of days here off and that we have to do this week. So as a staff, we'll really trying to dig in on what things we can do better to try to prevent some of these second half lulls that we're going through. We tried playing a few more guys today, subbing a little bit more, but we still got a little stagnant. I thought at the offensive end, couldn't get the same flow and motion. A lot of that has to do when you don't get stops. It's harder for us to get out in transition where we're most effective is out in the open floor.
I know you look at games, one at a time, but is there any concern with the not being able to put two halves together, knowing you have 4 games against the top 3 teams before the end of the year?
Yeah, it's certainly something we're concerned about. I mean, we're putting our heads together in every way possible to try to figure out what things can we do a little bit differently to try to tweak, the way we come out and approach the second half. So especially after we've played so well, because it was one of our better halves in that first half. I thought our guys were playing extremely hard, diving on the floor, getting stops, playing in transition, playing loose, playing fun, and then it all kind of slows down in that second half. So we got to figure out some ways to try to prevent that a little bit better.
You're looking at a guy that you go up against, Darian DeVries, who's potentially probably freshman of the year. How do you think you performed, holding him to 6 points in the first half, and then what kind of fell apart in the second half?
Yeah, to be honest, we actually talked about at halftime. We were a little concerned that he was getting better looks in the first half too. He just missed them, and that was our concern coming out at halftime. Was how long can we stay with that? Because they were just trying to put their guard and him in a pick and pop type situations and forcing us to decide what we were going to do with it. And I mean, he's a good player. He made a lot of big plays for them that second half. And not just the plays he made, but he also put us in some tough spots with other guys because we were so worried about trying to get back to him. And that's something that it's really given us problems over the years, to be honest, of trying to figure out what's the best way to guard those type of guys.
And just a couple more questions for you. You've talked about fatigue before, and now with 3 guys out, you're playing with a shortened bench. How does that kind of impact the guys that you're looking at to put in? 3 guys, so Sadar, Eric, Isa.
Yeah, we were a little shorthanded tonight, but Sadar should be back after the break here. But I like what Okai's done for us too. And Connor was terrific. We had to take him out with the cramp there for a little bit, but he's been playing so hard, and he just impacts the game with his energy and the pace of play that he brings. So I thought he's done a great job in his role. Hopefully Okai's role can continue to expand, and we'll see when Sadar gets back, what that looks like too. But Nate's been really good for us as well. He just they got a tough matchup tonight. Our 2 bigs, that was he got away from us a little bit.
You mentioned Sadar might be back after this break. Is there any sort of update on, Isa dressed for 1 game, dressed for a couple, but now is back in street clothes, and Eric's in street clothes? Kind of what's up with that?
Yeah, Eric's. They're both pretty much day to day. I would anticipate Eric maybe being back and practicing by Friday if things go well. Isa, I'm not sure. Again, he's day to day too, but it's just seeing where that's at when we get back on Friday.